I'm sitting alongside Jeremy Gustafson, who is the Vice President for Student Experience Candidate. Jeremy, how are you feeling today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Kay?
I'm doing good.
Good. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to do this interview with me.
Of course. Now tell me about your time on SGA.
Yes. So I've been on SGA since my freshman year. I'm now a third year. I have served as the freshman class senator or first year class senator. I also went on to serve in the Specialized Representation Cabinet as the Liberal Arts Senator and the chair for the past 2 years.
What are some of the initiatives that you've accomplished?
Yeah, so one of my big first initiatives was setting up an internship program with the Canadian Parliament. And then I worked on increasing spirit or traditions or whatever within the the College of Arts and Sciences by getting more bulletin boards in their buildings so more students could promote their events and stuff. And then in my position as Liberal Arts Senator, I've worked on food insecurity. I served on a university task force to look into how we could better ensure everybody has food. I have also worked on getting lower prices for internship credits. So it's more equitable for everybody, especially people who are doing unpaid internships. In addition, I have also, I'm currently working on getting gender pronouns on Zoom with one of the multicultural identity senators. We are working together with Don Sawyer to make sure people could put their pronouns or even their preferred names or their names on Zoom so the professors don't misgender them or go by their incorrect name.
As Vice President of Student Experience, you're looking to see what the student experience is on campus. What do you think right now is one of the big things that students are dealing with?
Well, I think students, faculty, and staff are all dealing with COVID and the fatigue that is coming along with it. And I think we are seeing a increase in people just not knowing how to have conversations. Like, people are not conversing in proper ways. And I mean, even this kind of going on to inclusion and diversity, people are not having conversations that are needed. And event attendance is extremely low across the board. But even when I'm talking to people from multicultural orgs, they are saying that the attendance has been so bad and so poor. And I'm on the Indigenous Student Union's e-board, and I've seen that as well. We had a presentation on Wednesday, and only like 3 people besides the e-board showed up. And it was such an impactful presentation. It was so personal to one of our e-board members, and only 3 people showed up. And I think that's something that we need to really look at and see how we could actually increase student engagement with clubs, and especially multicultural identity clubs, because we've also seen an increase in hate crimes and other discriminatory actions against students, whether it's Asian Americans, gender and identity and sexuality students who fall into those communities, or even any other race or ethnicity. And it is so heartbreaking to hear so many stories from so many of my close friends about the struggles they are going through while on campus. And I really think this is something that the university has to look at, and they actually have to take into account.
Yeah. Now, what's your platform for what you're running on? What do you want, people to know and recognize you by?
Yeah, so I really want to work on 3 major things, and then a few smaller ones. So my major one, get another student representative on the Board of Trustees to speak for and to be a voice for marginalized groups on campus. Because right now we only have the president of SGA, who mostly speaks for SGA. I mean, they try to speak for everybody. But if we have that second voice who is dedicated to promoting multiculturalism and identity, that would be crucial. Second, I want to get more full-time faculty members who are people of color. I think that is extremely important. They will serve as a great role model and show that anything is possible to all students. Third, I want to collaborate with multicultural identity organizations to promote events and other activities to increase awareness about marginalized communities on campus. One example I really want to work on is with GSA to throw some sort of Pride event in October, considering we're not here for Pride Month, but October is LGBTQ Awareness Month and History Month. And I really want to work with them to promote it and to host something where, you know, people could learn more about the different identities and sexualities that are present on campus and the different communities and become more accepting of them.
Yeah. Now, how are you campaigning? How can people find more about you and talk to you more and learn more about like what you're running on?
Yes, so definitely you could follow my Instagram. It is jer.gustafson. You could also email me, just my full name, at my Q email. I would love to hear from anybody. I'm really passionate about this position, and I'm looking forward to hearing from as many students as I can. Personally, for my campaign strategy, I've been posting on Instagram. I've also been walking around the quad yesterday when it was nice out and just meeting with people and finding out how we can make Quinnipiac a more inclusive place.
Yeah. So you just mentioned inclusive. If elected, you'd be on an all-white or all-Caucasian, e-board. What do you think you will do to make sure that students who aren't represented on that e-board still feel welcomed in SGA and around campus?
Yeah, there's a few things. First off, I think my connections I've made over the 3 years with the different multicultural identity organizations on campus definitely helps. And the fact that I'm on a MSLC e-board for the Indigenous Student Union, which falls under MSLC, I think that's definitely a plus because I already have these connections with student leaders who might not always, have the platform to speak. And I'm also dedicated to meeting bi-weekly or weekly with people from MSLC to ensure that their voices are still being heard, even in light of a total white or Caucasian e-board.
Yeah. Anything else you want to
add? No, just make sure to get out to vote on Tuesday on DUQ. It's from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Yeah. Now you can vote for Jeremy and all of the other candidates, like he said, on Tuesday, and the debates will be Sunday at 7 p.m., where you can watch all the candidates speak about their platform and what they hope to accomplish.